Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to start working on this update profile. So when the user clicks on this update profile, we're going to show this component right here. So this implementation is going to be pretty simple because we are going to reuse the components we created inside the sign up video. So back to VS Code. So here we are going to check if active item is equals to update profile. Then we are going to show a update profile component. We are going to create it in a second. And inside this, we're going to pass a profile with the capital P. It is going to be the profile. So I'm passing this with the capital P because we are going to have a profile state inside this component. And now let's import this. It is going to be inside the same folder and update profile. Let's create this component inside the profile folder. And again, it is going to be a React component. And inside here, we're going to receive the profile. Here we are going to import some components from semantic UI React. We are going to need form, button, divider, and a message. And also we are going to import our upload pic function. So we are going to give the user the option to edit the profile picture from here. Utils and upload pic to Cloudinary. Also we are going to import the image drop div. So the div which we created when we were working on the sign up page. Common and image drop div. And also we're going to need the common inputs. So if you remember, the common inputs are just basically the fields for bio and the social media links. And the image drop div is the div which we are going to show when the user wants to upload the image. And also from React, we are going to need the use state and use ref. So in the deployed version, you can see when I click on this update profile, the fields are automatically filled and the fields which are there will be automatically filled. So we're going to use a state for that. We are already sending the data from our username page inside the capital P profile. So here I'm going to create a state, const profile and set profile. So again, I'm using a state because we want to edit the data here. So we do not want to just display the bio or the social links here. We want to let the user to edit them. So for that, we need a state, and inside the state, it is going to be an object and profile pic URL. So we're going to show the profile picture here. So for that, we need the profile pic URL. It is going to be inside the profile dot user dot profile pic URL. After this, we're going to have bio. It is going to be inside the profile dot bio. Next is going to be the social media links for Facebook, profile dot social dot Facebook if it is there, or empty strings. So if Facebook is there, we will take its value. Otherwise, we are going to use empty strings. And I'm going to copy it 3 more times. The next ones are going to be for the Instagram, YouTube, and also the Twitter. And after this, we are going to create the state for media and media preview. Set media. So this is again going to be for the image. Use state is going to be null. And the next one is going to be media preview. Use state by default again is going to be null. And also we're going to have an error message state. So if there is any error uploading the image or making the changes, we are going to show the message. Use state again is going to be null. And also we're going to have a loading state. So while the form is submitting, we are going to show the loading indicator. By default is going to be false. And also we're going to have a state for showing the social media links. So when I click on this button, only then the media links will be shown. Show social links and set show social links. use state is going to be false, and we are going to have a highlighted state. So these are all the states which we created when we were working on the sign up page. Use state is going to be false. And after this, we are going to have an input ref. So we are going to have this for the image. So we created this ref for this click right here. We are not going to show any input when the user clicks on this image. He can change the image if he wants to. And after this, we are going to create a handle change. We are going to receive the event. And we are going to destructure out the values from e.target. We are going to receive name, value, and files. And inside if name is equals to media, set media to files and the first element. And again set media preview, url dot create object url, files, 0th element. So again, I've explained this all when we were working on the sign up page. If you need a refresher, you can check that video out. And then set profile, previous, and spread the previous. And the name is going to be value. And from the return statement, let's move this div, add fragments. And inside here, we're going to have a form. And this form is going to have a loading of the loading state. And it is going to have an error prop. So when the error message is not equals to null, it will show the error. And the on submit, we are going to receive the event. I'm going to make it a async function. So for now, I'm going to leave it at e.preventDefault. And let's save it. And after this form, we are going to have a message. And it will only be shown when there is any error. So error prop on dismiss, it is going to be a function. Set error message to null. And the content is going to be error message. Header is going to be oops and attached. After this message, we are going to have the image drop div. And if I open this, we are going to pass in all these props. And also we are going to pass an additional prop here, profile pic URL. So this is going to be the URL of the profile image. So we are going to give a preview to the user of the current profile picture. So let's pass all these props inside this component. We have the input ref, highlighted, set highlighted. We created all these states and the handle change function. We are going to need the media preview and set media preview. Also, we're going to need the set media function. And also we're going to pass in the profile pic URL. It is going to be profile.profilepic URL. And after this div, we are going to have the common inputs. So if I open this component, so you can see we are passing the handle change. These states show social links and set show social links. And also we are passing the user. So this user is basically an object which has these properties. So we have this object inside our update profile. We are going to pass it with the user and it is going to be profile. And we are going to pass in the handle change, show social links, and set show social links. And after this, we are going to have a button. Its color is going to be blue. Disabled if bio is equals to empty strings or if it is loading. The icon of the button is going to be pencil alternate. And the content is going to be submit. And the type of this button is also going to be submit. So now let's check if it works. We already have imported this component, and let's refresh. Now if I click on update profile, it is showing an error. Cannot read property Facebook of undefined. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I fixed the bug. It was a pretty simple thing. The Facebook value was undefined. So all we have to do is, where we are creating this Facebook property, we are going to wrap it inside parentheses. And here we are going to check if profile.social. Then we are going to take the value of Facebook. Otherwise, we are going to take the empty strings. And again, I'm going to just copy this profile.social and the ampersands and paste it on all the other values. So this will fix this error. Also on our submit button, I forgot to add the profile.bio here. And before this button, we are going to add a divider so that there is a space between the inputs and the button. So now we are going to see if it works. And now you can see it is working. But you can see right here, we are not being shown the image. So we are going to make some changes inside the image drop div for this. Inside the div, I'm going to import useRouter. From next/router. And here we are going to initialize the useRouter hook. And we're going to create a boolean signup route. So here we're going to check if router.pathname is equals to signup. And here inside the media preview is equals to null check, where we are returning this header. So here I'm going to cut this header. And inside the segment, we're going to check if it is signup route. We're going to show this header. Otherwise, we are going to show a span. And its style is going to be text line center. Let's save. And inside the span, we are going to show an image. So this image source is going to be the profile pic URL. The style is going to be cursor pointer. And the on click, I'm just going to copy it from here. We are also going to have the input ref.current.click on this one. And the size is going to be huge. And it is going to have a set to prop. So all we did was, we are already checking for media preview is equals to null. And before we were returning only this header, but now we are checking if it is signup route, then return this header, otherwise return this JSX. So this is basically an image which source is set to the profile pic URL. So now let's go back and check if it works. And if I go to update profile, you can see right here we're getting the image. And if I click on this image, we get the input to change the image. And also you can drag and drop the image here. So now we're going to create a function to update the profile on the backend. Inside the profile actions, I'm going to import router from next/router. And we're going to create a function profile update. Inside this, we are going to receive the profile state. We are going to receive the set loading, set error, and the profile pic URL. And inside try catch, if there is any error, I'm just going to call the set error, call the catch errors and pass in the error. And also we are going to set the loading to false. Inside try block, first of all, we are going to destructure out some properties from the profile, the parameter which we are receiving inside the function. So back on our API routes inside the update profile, we are sending these properties inside the body. So I'm going to copy this from here, not the profile pic URL. And we are going to destructure out these properties from the profile state. And now we're going to make a post request. So wait axios.post the /update. And again, I'm using the Axios instance. So all we have to do is append the URL which we are going to make the request. And inside the body, we are going to send all of these properties and also the profile pic URL. So if it is there, it will automatically be added inside the body. And after this, we are going to set the loading back to false, and we are going to reload the page. So router.reload. Now let's import this function inside our update profile. Import from utils and profile actions, profile update. So on submit for the form, I'm going to create an inline function. If you want, you can create a separate function for this. Here we are going to set the loading to true. And after this, we are going to create a variable profile pic URL. And we are going to check if media is not equals to null. We are going to set the profile pic URL and call the function upload pic and pass in the media. So after this, we are going to check if media is not equals to null and no profile pic URL. That means there was some error uploading the image. We are going to set the loading to false and set error message, error uploading image. So after this, let's give it a little space here. So after this, we are going to call the function profile update and pass in the profile state, set loading, set error message, and the profile pic URL variable. So this is all we had to do to update the profile. Now let's check if it works. I'm going to refresh. So now if I go to update profile, let's change the image. I'm going to upload this one. And here inside the bio, I am Jane Doe. I am a software dev. And for the social links, let's add the Facebook Jane Doe, Twitter Jane Doe. So I will only add these two. And let's make this request. And now you can see we get the updated data inside our profile. The bio is also updated and the social media links are being shown. Also, you can see one of the benefits of populating the data is when you update the profile picture, it is automatically updated everywhere. So if I go to the home page, where we are rendering out the post, we are populating the data of the user here too. So this is the benefit of populating the data. If information you changed inside the user model is automatically going to display here too, because we are basically populating the user model. If we had a static property here, so inside the models, if I go to the post model, if here I had a profile pic URL for the user and its type was set to string. So if we had saved the profile pic URL of the user who created this post this way, we wouldn't have gotten the updated profile picture here. It would still be the old profile picture. So the benefit of using this user property and setting its type to object ID and putting the reference to user is when you populate the data, you automatically get the updated properties. So I was learning in a course earlier. There they used profile pic URL as a static property. They saved the profile pic URL of the user who created this post inside a separate property. So when the user updated the profile picture, they weren't able to get the updated profile picture inside the posts. So this way, whenever you make a change inside the profile pic URL, it is going to update automatically. So now in the next video, we are going to work on the settings tab. When the user clicks on these settings, we are going to show the settings for updating the password and updating the message pop-up settings. So I will see you there.